Итак, мы продолжаем наше неспешное прохождение. В прошлую главу мы закончили тем, что сделали себе новые шмотки. И я этому очень сильно рад. Так, теперь надо все лишнее побегать, продавать. Так, это продать, это оставить. Так, было 44, а стало 58. Лук-то теперь мощен.
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you?
Мне интересно, мне тут свои же по голове. Они дадут, потому что я как бы во вражеском деянии.
Just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need and be quick about it.
Так, ведь я особо и продать ничего нельзя. Бедные его несчастные. Ну, забирай. Будем по одному бегать, продавать.
Walk. Sure. Take a look.
О! Спасибо тебе, дорогая. У тебя всегда есть то, что мне нужно. Так, это забирай. А, у того чувака забыл отмычек купить. А вот где остальные книги-то? Алло. Так, это забирай. Что еще? И пустой камень забирай. Так. По-моему, лучше сделать вот так. Та-да.
Walk blessed.
Так, она покупать не хочет. Ладно. Мне, в принципе, в любом случае
Look,
пойдется
all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
тому чуваку бежать. Стоп. А, они зачарованные ожерелье. Так, погоди. Элементализм в луке есть. А, я на магию не зачаровал ожерелье. Точно. Косяк. Так, ладно, вот это забираем на 44. И как я так лоханулся?
May his light guide you. Come back if you find it.
Сомневаюсь. Так, я с собой говорил по этому?
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I thought I heard an accent there. The Dark Valley. It's, as the name suggests, a valley, a few miles north of the Whispering Wood. Not a place I would recommend you visit based on its history, and all the people who've been killed there. Nowadays, with the Red Madness, it's even worse. The place is practically swarming with lost ones.
О, круто. Теперь можно... Так,
Hello, how may I be of service? Of course.
а ты у меня ничего не купишь ведь, да? Ты бомж, и у тебя нет денег. Ну, скрытность как таковая мне не сильно нужна. Если уж на то пошло. Так. Теперь идем в квартал знати. И у одного дядечки покупаем... Нет, не тут. Вот тут. И вот у этого дядечки покупаем... Стоять! Ой, какая красивая маска. Прям не могу удержаться и купить ее. Ладно, куплю. Куда деваться? Так. Надо было сразу к нему идти. Со всем этим барахлом. Ну да ладно. Так, а еще у тебя есть книги. У тебя же есть книги, да? Знания. Вот они. И мне нужно 9. Спасибо. Так, волновес. Волновес один у меня есть. Вот второй части я что-то не могу найти. Так, где они у нас? Эти самые книги. О, у меня сейчас уровень будет. Наверное. 37. Обратный отчет. О, уровень дали. Круто.
Safe travels.
Отлично. Спасибо. Так, ладно. Вроде как все лишнее продали.
Sir?
Можно возвращаться. Так. Стоп. Где я?
Yes?
Я забыл зачаровать ожерелье. Одно на... на магию. Так. Что у меня было еще? Ага. На элементаль... Хотя, в принципе... Может, на энтропию лучше зачаровать? Потому как это... бриллиант. Потому как с капюшонной Йеро был уже там получается 106%. Поэтому больше не надо. Да, надо лучше на энтропию зачаровать. Так, вроде для кольца нужен обычный вариант. Тут даже так. Да. Итого. Где у нас зелье? Зачарование. Так. Кольцо. Стоп. Энтропия. Великий. Так, что-то не то. Стоп. 42. Погоди. Должно быть не 42, должно быть... я же вещи не надел. Твою. Ой. Еще раз. Так. Кольцо, энтропия. Вот теперь полный порядок. И ожерелье, энтропия. Вот теперь полный порядок, да? Все, огонь. Так, надо, наверное, в отдельный сундук закинуть все это. Так, забирай. Вот. 50. Ну, это, в принципе, можно продавать. Ой. Сколько ж лишнего-то, а? Так. Да, 50 элементализм. Ну, перчатки пусть будут. Сапожки можем и элементализма надеть, которые у нас там валяются. Ну ладно, пока так походим. Так, энтропию сюда. Все. А, вот, элементализм еще туда. Так, это продаем. Даже интересно, сколько там сейчас урон нужен будет. Ну вот. Вот такой у нас теперь бравый воин. Так. Давай спать. Нам еще сутки ждать. Приглашения нет. В смысле еще нет? А, в течение или через 2 дня? Ай, где он там написано встретиться? А, в пыльной яме. Это где арена?
My sir, you look as though
Отвянь.
you have a kind
Вот,
heart. Please spare a penny for
пыльная
me.
яма? Нет,
Just
она
one.
не она.
Keep walking.
What?
Не, значит, через 2 дня. Так, а поспать тут можно? Где-нибудь. Да капец, тут даже поспать нельзя, что ли? А. А вы издеваетесь, что ли? Ой, Юслан, ну блин, ну как так можно-то, а? Ладно. Где? Так. Вот. Ты заставляешь себя ждать. Давай еще раз. О.
Wait, I think I know you.
Ты меня знать не знаешь, отвали. Так, не туда.
Keep walking.
Come to bed.
There you are.
Talk to her.
Very well. Nice place, isn't it? While the Neramis are in front of our gates, the people down here are bashing each other's heads in, and the crowd is cheering them on.
Так это было и до, а не римцев. Для многих тут вообще единственный способ отличиться от собственных страданий.
Possibly. Be that as it may, I finished reconstructing the Planeswalker. It was expensive and arduous, but the result turned out better than expected.
И где
In a
он?
safe place. Come along.
From the upper city, huh?
Блин, а вот
Nuts walking around with all that stuff down here.
сразу туда и по идее нельзя было. Зачем мог? Ну и как же вы любите все усложнять-то, а? Ну ты, может быть, побежишь, а? Ну, как-нибудь, ну давай быстрее, а? Да к черту вас задолбал я. Ну давай, ну бегом, ну. Ой. Ну вот, ты побежал все. Давай, 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 бегом, бегом.
My sir.
Just put it.
They come creeping from every corner down here, don't they? Either way, here it is. The Planeswalker.
Куб.
Your knowledge of geometrical shapes is truly impressive. No, it's more than a cube. You'll see.
И эта штуковина может перенести нас в другие реальности?
Correct. But in order for it to do that, we need to activate it first. See those 3 crystal fragments worked into the casing?
Да, это эфирный кристалл.
Well observed. Essentially, the Planeswalker creates a distortion in reality. Imagine the following. When you cast a fireball, this fireball is coming from another eventuality, correct? Accelerated heat you conjure right into your fingertips. While you're doing this, there's a brief moment in time where the door between this eventuality and our world stands ajar.
Так, понятно.
Good. The problem is that this rift normally exists for only a split second. And this is where the Planeswalker comes into play. It maintains the rift the moment we create it.
Другими словами, нам надо создать заклинание, чтобы создать разлом, и тогда мироходец может его поддерживать.
Yes. I will cast the spell, but I will need to borrow from your strength. You'll see why.
Почему сразу я? Так, ладно.
In a
начинаем.
moment. Once the rift is open, we'll only have a limited amount of time, so 3 things in advance. First of all, according to Dalmaric, planeswalking is extremely dangerous.
Почему?
Well, he thinks that an eventuality recognizes irregularities after a certain amount of time, and corrects them. In other words, massive arcane fever and a brain hemorrhage. So we'll have very little time over there. Secondly, the further an eventuality is located from our strand, the less time we can stay in it. Realities in which Vin doesn't even exist would correct us the moment we step through the rift.
Весело. Так, можешь как-то противостоять этому исправлению?
I doubt it. Trying to counteract an eventuality with ambrosia is probably as helpful as putting a warm compress around your neck after someone has
Ну да.
decapitated you.
И как далеко от нашей реальности ты сможешь зайти?
How should I know? One would have to experiment to find that out. And considering what's at stake, I think that's a bad idea.
Ладно, поехали.
Well, let me put it this way. I'd actually prefer to go through the rift by myself, but knowing you, I doubt you'd stay
Конечно, я
behind.
останусь.
But, and this is important, once we're there, please don't follow me. Look around, explore the area, do whatever you feel like doing, but let me carry out my task in peace. Please.
Ой. Что ты собираешься там делать?
It involves a person who was once very important to me. Are you satisfied? Or do I need to pour out my whole heart to you?
Ладно, ладно, я понял.
Good. Then let's waste no more time, shall we? Here, take this and cast it at my command. Do it from... wait. Yes, from over there.
Ты куда пропал?
Let's begin.
Я застоял. Ну, давай посмотрим, что ты там придумал. Охренеть.
Gosh. It worked. By the name of the sun.
Ну, погнали. Ух,
It worked. It actually worked.
И где мы?
Sira. The Siras Islands, a few miles from the shore near Al-Rashim. You feel it too, don't you? The fever?
Да, есть немного.
It is. It must be the eventuality trying to correct us, just as Dalmaric said it would. In other words, the clock is ticking.
Итак, получается, мы в другой реальности.
One close to our strand, yes. Another version of Vin. Forgive me. Frankly, I had doubts until the very end whether this would really work. All this, it's incredible.
И что теперь?
Look for someone. Prophet, thank you. I know I'm not the easiest person to get along with, but this, it means a lot to me. Give me 10 minutes, will you? Take a look around, do what you will, but be careful.
Да не вопрос. Встретимся здесь.
Yes, you will.
Но ты же не такой наивный, да, чтобы стоять здесь и смотреть, как он уходит. Не-не-не-не-не. Так, вот тут, правда, есть кое-что мне интересное. Да. Редкий слиток. Грибочек. Оу. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка.
I liked it. What do you think, love?
It was magnificent. We'll make a great bard out of you yet.
Really?
Really. And you know what? Because you did so well, I'll tell you a secret.
What is it?
It's a secret, so I can only tell you and not Mommy. Come over here and I'll tell you.
Hey, that's not fair.
Nothing in the world is fair, love. So, Princess, what do you say?
Okay.
Just a little closer. The secret is... the tickle monster is hungry again!
You too. Do you want to know another secret? The little princess is way past her bedtime already, and she knows it. Because I have told her before.
Alright, I'm going.
Look how she's grown. Time really does fly, doesn't it?
No argument there. I'll finish the letter, okay? You go upstairs and get some sleep. You've earned it.
Okay. Don't be too long, all right?
Don't worry, I won't. Hey, I love you.
I love you too, Naya.
Так, Юслана мы пока искать не будем. А вот теперь мы можем вдоволь пошариться по этому острову и поискать тут что-нибудь интересное. Мясо моллюска из другой реальности такое же целебное или нет? Мелочи приятно. Да чтоб тебя. Так, ладно. О, интересный цветочек. А что у нас тут? 7 вещей. Магическая кожа. Так. Цветочек один нашел, но я хочу найти еще один, если он такой тут есть. И еще тут есть одна. Ну хватит мне эти спецэффекты показывать. Да. Сколько можно? Хорош. Так, это путь домой. Куда? Пока не надо. Так, ладно, теперь можно. Беги, тут ракуши. Так, ну там сидит наш товарищ. Но я думаю, к нему пока подходить не надо. Я лучше здесь пройдусь. Вокруг домика пошатаюсь. Вдруг тут что интересно завалялось? Ну уж нет. Нет, так нет. Ладно. Пойдем, значит, дальше по лесу гулять. Так, тут... тут даже карты нет. Стоп. Или есть? Ну какое-то маленькое подобие карты есть. Так, и мне нужно озеро. Насколько я помню. Ну, будем считать это озером. Потом. Пятнадцатый. Та-дам! Я собрал все мистические символы. Странно, до этого, сколько играл, не получалось их собрать. Где-то какой-то я пропускал. Вот они. Так. Я хочу найти еще один цветочек. Вот он. Так. А теперь мы сделаем следующее. Да где это? Я же изучал тут заклинание. Вот он. И один цветочек. Мы спрячем. Все. Теперь можно идти к Юслану. Грибочек еще один. Класс. Эй, друг, продай мой. Это ведь был ты там в доме, да?
Well observed.
Время на исходе, пора валить.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ну, давай. Юслан, что ты делаешь? Нам надо отсюда выбираться.
Huh? I'm afraid I've changed my mind. I'm staying.
Ты псих? Что? Да ты умрешь.
Tell me something I don't know. My daughter and my wife, Naya. The man that world out there made me into. I never wanted to be like him. All I wanted was to live a normal life, like the Yuslan of this world gets to.
Ну, я тебя понимаю, чувак.
That's just the way of things. The world doesn't care what you want. It decides. We endure.
Ничего. И наши меди по тебя уже найдут?
Yes, I did.
Что случилось?
Does it matter? They're gone. Dead. Buried under the sand of the Red Desert. End of story.
И теперь ты хочешь остаться здесь?
Not here. I don't want them to find my body.
Так. А что если Делимарк ошибся?
Oh, don't even bother. I have made up my mind.
Но мы же не хотели бы этого, чтобы ты опустил руки.
Spare me the pathos. The dead are dead, and what they would have wanted is irrelevant. Though it might amuse you to know that, until recently, I would have agreed with you. But that was before I saw this. It opened my eyes.
Ты нужен нам, чтобы найти Нуминус.
Then you'll have to force me.
Блин, тебе не придется меня уговаривать дважды.
Never mind. Probably just the wind.
Да, пойдем. За шкирку и к порталу.
You're all right. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me.
Мне понятно, что ты пришел в себя.
Yes, so am I. The house, their voices, it was simply too much to bear. I must ask your forgiveness.
Еще. Знал ли ты, что ты там найдешь?
Of course I did.
И тогда зачем?
I don't know. Maybe I thought it would help me to see them, provide closure. Or maybe it was just the desire to see what might have been, as painful as it was. You've also lost people. Wouldn't you have done the same?
Пожалуй.
Just as I thought.
Наверное, была твоей женой?
I do not want to talk about it. You've learned much about me in these past few hours. Leave me this last bit of privacy as a refuge.
Что будет с мироходцем?
Good question. But now that I have done what I set out to do, I will tell the Grand Master and the Archmagister about it. Maybe they can put it to good use. Though, frankly, I doubt it. The ether crystal has lost its power, and it'll be next to impossible to find a new one in the little time we have left at our disposal. And even if Heranthiel can get his hands on another one, the correction happens far too fast for us to gain worthwhile information about the cycle from other realities. But I'll leave the choice to him.
Окей. Так. Мне нечего тебе прощать. Если наша миссия, мне не пошло бы в голову вмешиваться.
I am grateful that you saved me. Now that I'm back here, I know that staying would have been the wrong choice. Still, I don't regret doing what we did. It showed me something. I believe that concludes our business, does it not? Thank you again. Here. This is the least I can give you for your efforts. Now I suggest... Wait, what is this? In that pouch of yours?
Как ты разглядел?
That flower. Kirash, is this a dream flower? Where did you get it? In the other reality?
Ну, типа того.
By the name of the sun. That is fascinating. Then you want to brew the potion, don't you? The dream flower elixir. No, that... You wouldn't do that, would you?
Почему нет? Была такая мысль.
All right, listen, that's a bad idea. The dream flower is dangerous. Extremely dangerous.
Разве зелье не дает, не делать тебя сильнее?
No. That is, yes, it makes one powerful, but you must understand the reason why. The dream flower, I studied it for a long time, and by now I believe I understand how it functions. It takes over your spirit from the moment you drink it.
Забирает душу?
Yes. Ibn Naydarim and the Kalayan's alchemist, whose writings you've probably read. They are both wrong. Yes, the dream flower improves your arcane skills, but it neither makes you immortal, nor does it allow you to seamlessly jump between realities. Instead, it puts you into an eternal slumber. Do you understand? From the moment you drink it, you're asleep, trapped in a dream where things always go the way you want them to. An Elysium.
А откуда ты это знаешь?
So did I. Believe me, I know what I am talking about. Drinking the Dreamflower elixir means leaving reality forever.
Ну, это все ж теория.
Everything that's written about the Dreamflower is theoretical. Believe me, if I wasn't convinced that my hypothesis was correct, I would be in Cairo looking for the flower right now. But it's pointless. Ultimately, you'll believe what you want to believe. Please, Prophet. You're about to make a mistake.
Рай, что ты имеешь в виду?
An eternal dream. You'll fall asleep and continue existing in a world inside your head, but you won't even realize it.
И что теперь делать?
Give it to me. I believe I can brew something out of it that contains the positive effects the flower has on your arcane abilities, but without putting you to sleep. Please, Prophet, don't be a fool. You're toying with things you don't even remotely understand.
Чё ты так печешься о моем здоровье?
Because you saved my life. Also, we need you. Blazes, you know about your role in all of this. Didn't you recently accuse me of being selfish?
Ладно, забирай.
Good. Thank you. You've made the right decision. Trust me. I'll let you know once I've taken a closer look at it. We'll speak in the temple.
Так, а чего у тебя еще тут есть? Я думаю, ему это уже не пригодится. Так, ну что-нибудь еще есть? Нет, ничего. Ну ладно. Так. Мой друг.
What? As you like.
Не хочешь ли ты купить вот эту вещь? Так, и все, и больше тебе продать ничего нельзя. Так, бриллианты я тебе не отдам. Ну что, сейчас можно сбегать домой, скинуть все лишнее. Вот, тут уже вечер.
My sir. Hello.
И вам всем здрасте. Так. Так. Так, это Это мы скидываем, это мы скидываем, это мы скидываем. Что еще можно скинуть? Так, ладно, это мы тогда... Так, сумка. Новая сумка. Ремесло. Магическая кожа, 5 деталей. Ой. Так, в принципе, этим давай потом займемся. Делом. Это пока сюда. Так, а эти я все выкинул уже, да? Так, это из зелья по набросу лишних или что? Откуда у меня лишние килограммы опять? Так, ладно. Поспим. Хорошо. Ладно, полетели к этому. О. Так, отсюда, если я прыгну, я навернусь, скорее всего. Поэтому придется бежать. Брысь. Эй.
Well, any luck?
Так, мне удалось начать плавать.
Perfect, that's them. Good work.
Так. Что вы думаете о цикле?
Well, you know, according to the prophecies, the Star City has existed for tens of thousands of years now. In Asatoron's days, in the days of the Pyrians, and even in the days of those who were before them. In other words, if the ancient fathers have survived all that time, they will survive these high ones, as you call them, as well.
Ну, прям, да, напыщенно, как сказано.
Maybe they already have. The steel machine. This beacon you have built on the eye of the gods. Isn't it possible that the Pyrians acquired the schematics from the ancient fathers? And even if that's not the case, then the ancient fathers simply choose not to intervene. Can you really blame them? Look at what mankind has done to the world ever since they've been here. If the ancient fathers consciously avoid interfering, they have their reasons. Don't judge them before you have met them.
Ну, посмотрим этих ваших отцов. Если вы хотите отыскать убежище?
No. Gertrude and everything you see here is the result of decades of work. Not long ago, there was no threat at all from which he had to flee.
What he wants is to fulfill his life's dream, his people's prophecies. That the Starlings one day return to where they came from, to their home. That's all.
Так, ладно. Забирай.
Ah, he thought so. Very good work. Your reputation is well deserved.
Это все?
Yes, he didn't expect it, but you and your order have been of great assistance indeed. Give him one more day and Gertrude will fly through the heavens like a fairy. Ah, and you should go to the captain's cabin before you leave. Your Grand Master arrived a short while ago, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
Окей. Так, Оден. Вот он.
Prophet, have you found the missing pieces?
Да, есть такое.
Good. According to Kurmai, your journey will last 2 days. I've instructed him to first head for the Nexus Tower. According to the Starling writings, this is where the ancient fathers kept all their knowledge, the heart of the Star City, so to speak. And you will not be traveling on your own. The mercenaries, Sakaresh, Magistra Yaela, and her adjutant will accompany you. I expect you to be back in the temple in 1 week, with knowledge about the Numinas.
Сможет ли Арк в это время выдержать осаду?
As long as Sha'Rim's barriers are holding, yes. However, we should not rely on them.
Хорошо. Где остальные?
They will be there when the ship leaves. Before you go, however, I suggest you return to Ark to properly equip yourself. Who knows what you will be facing up there?
Подождать. У меня, в принципе, все вроде есть. Опять меня наверх закинуть. Да сколько можно? Ну, благо есть чем закусить. Ну. И будь здоров.
What? My sir?
Привет.
Oh, hey. It's good that you're here. Can you believe it? I mean that we are seriously on board an airship and will soon set out for the lost city of the Starlings. I can't.
Эх, книжный ты червь. После того, что произошло, я немного шокирован. Меня довольно трудно шокировать.
You do have a point there. But anyway, let's see if that thing even flies. Who knows?
А ты что скажешь?
And on their way back, the others will be able to steer the ship without you, correct?
Yes, they won't be steering anything, to be precise, because Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the coordinates have been set. He thanks you, Tielor Arenthiel. Any other Grand Master would have laughed at him, but you have listened instead. Now he will be the first of his people to meet the ancient fathers. It is hard to believe that. Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. And there's one more thing. This amulet belonged to my son. I want you to have it. Wear it or not, the choice is yours. Now leave. And do not disappoint me.
Какой суровый.
Huh? Look who's here. Talk to Kamai if you're ready to start. He's just waiting for your signal.
Не разговаривай.
Sayura, it's good to see you.
Это тоже особо не разговаривают. А вы что скажете, магистр?
The last passenger has arrived. It is a pleasure.
Ну ладно. Полетели.
Welcome aboard. How are things going? Are you ready?
Да. Погнали.
Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp. She's taking off.
Поднять трап. Вот правильно, чтобы глаза мои его не видели.
Incredible.
Fly.
Оу. Ты доволен? Да, по глазам вижу, что доволен. Оу. Ну все, завершение мира. Что случилось? Ага. Магистр.
Well, look who's here. How are you?
Я на летающем корабле лечу на родину древних озерников. Что? Как я могу себя чувствовать?
Yes, excited. I guess I feel the same. Well, did you want something in particular, or are you just looking for some company?
Так, великий магистр сказал мне, что вы десятилетиями исследовали культуру озерного народа.
You're right. But on the other hand, do you have to be a mummy in order to dedicate yourself to archaeology? The starlings. I have been fascinated by them since I was a child. You must know, their technology is so powerful that if they wanted to, they could probably conquer the entire civilized world with it. But they don't. And why? Because they all share the same dream instead.
Мечта исполнить старинное пророчество и вернуться домой.
Exactly. A place without war or hunger, where all are born equal and enjoy the same rights, regardless of their standing in society. And for some reason, this thought has fascinated me as much as the starlings themselves do. Call it a fantasy, but if there is such a place, if it really is like the old legends, we'd be able to learn so much from the ancient fathers. And, well, there it is, the answer to your question. I suppose that this naive hope is the reason for my interest in the Star People's culture.
Вы видите, что подобное общество вообще может существовать?
Well, that is a good question. I guess we'll have to wait until we find one. Anyway, let us continue our conversation at a later time, shall we? I want to enjoy the night sky. Who knows how many more chances we will have.
Тоже верно. Так, у нас там диалог с Джеспаром.
It's a crazy world, isn't it?
На чем-то.
On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it. That just sounds surreal. But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second?
No. Почему бы нет?
You have a point there. How should I put it? I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound.
Что именно?
It's hard to put into words. You know, I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything. If you never find that, you'll never find yourself.
Что ж, ты действительно стал мыслить совсем не так, как тогда все были на облаке.
Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent. You're on your own if you want to be. I'm responsible for what happened to Adila and to Lycia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened. I'll just have to live with that.
Другими словами, ты хочешь сказать, что нам всем нужна своя причина, чтобы жить, верно?
Maybe, maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself. The fact is, though, that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now, as part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed. For whatever reason they did.
Наши чувства взаимны.
Thanks. But anyway, enough of this sentimental babble for now. You should probably rest a little. Who knows what awaits us up there?
Так, с этим закончили. А ты что скажешь?
Point of view, isn't it? I really wish the war and the High Ones weren't casting shadows over all of this. This world can be so beautiful.
А ты что скажешь?
What do you want?
Как вы думаете, что нас ждет там, в Звездном городе?
Well, peace, hopefully. Forgive him, but he has no better answer.
Мы летим уже более одного дня, когда же мы прибудем?
It will take some more time. Use it to stretch your legs or to talk to your friends. You will know when it is time.
Хорошо. Правда, что вы построили весь этот корабль сами?
He does have help, but indeed, according to your standards, he did it on his own. You know, many things become possible when one uses brains instead of muscles.
Ладно. Так. Где колея? А, вот.
Saira,
Oh, yeah.
how are... Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Kermine did this all by himself... It's incredible. It would take dozens of Andralian craftsmen at least 5 years to do this. So, are you ready?
Разве здесь не должно быть машинное отделение?
Yeah, but just bear with me. You'll be surprised. Ready to go in?
Пойдем.
Good.
О-ля-ля.
Kermine told me
Ядро.
this sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it. I just had to see it for myself.
Да. Впечатляет.
It's beautiful, don't you think?
Да, вообще охренеть. Это невероятно.
In
Да.
any case,
He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn.
Да, я угадаю, нас тут быть не должно.
No, quickly, run.
Беги. А костер откуда тут?
That should do it. Now, wait a second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
Вроде пронесло. А он вон он сзади шел.
Okay.
Он вот он шел сзади, понимаете, с факелом. Вон он. И он нас видит. Алло, он нас видит. Спасибо на звонком, я полагаю.
Yes.
Че закатилось-то, алло?
Saira, that... I just...
Что не так?
By the name of the sun, I just can't believe it. Here we are, on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their neighbor.
Так это нормально.
That's just bizarre, isn't it?
Ну, насколько я знаю, мрачный разговор еще не выиграл ни одной битвы.
No, it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. Actually, I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene. Lets you forget why we're here.
Это правда. Кстати говоря, что с тобой случилось? Ты выглядишь иначе.
Do I? In a good or bad way?
Хорош.
That's good to hear. You know, Saira, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that.
И какой ты сделал вывод?
Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You told me that I might be right. That I should maybe just stop trying to control it. Because that only made it stronger in a way. At first, that made me really angry. It just sounded heartless, even though I know you didn't mean it that way. But then I thought about it and realized there's truth to that. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one.
Так что ты пытаешься сказать? То есть ты просто отпустишь его?
No, I won't let it harm anyone ever again. But I'll accept that it's a part of me. You know, Saira, what good did all the self-loathing ever do? I've been dealt a tough hand, and with that thing and these urges inside of me, I'll never be like the others. I think that's the best, maybe the only way to deal with something like this. Accept it, as despicable as it may be, because it is part of who you are. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not deluding myself. Living with this thing will be something I have to wrestle with for the rest of my life. There will always be moments of weakness when it will try to get the best of me. But I will always resist. And I will do so without condemning myself every time it happens. And in the meantime, I will live. I will do all the things that I never allowed myself to do. Build friendships, go see the world, and go dancing. Even if the latter would be a rather amusing sight.
Я вхожу в твои планы.
You are, if you want to be.
На другое не было расчета.
That really means a lot to me, Saira. You know, I'm not sure I could have... why am I still talking?
Страшные анимации. Проснись и пой. Доброе утро.
Hey, sorry I didn't wake you earlier. You seemed... exhausted.
Ну, у меня была то веская причина.
I guess so. I heard talking coming from upstairs, and I think it could be time to go back to the others. What do you say?
И еще кое-что. Что ты думаешь по поводу всего этого? Про нас?
Good, I suppose. But truth be told, I'm also afraid. You know, to make a mistake. All of this, it's new to me, and it happened quickly. there you were, there were these feelings, and then this.
Так это первый раз, когда ты с кем-то переспала? В романтическом смысле?
The first time the other person felt the same way, yes. There was a girl once, when I was younger. A novice. Silva.
Так тебе и женщина нравится?
I guess so, yes. But honestly, I never thought much about the fact that Silva was a girl. These feelings, they were enough to deal with by themselves.
Послушница, значит, она сейчас тоже хранитель?
No. It hurts me to say it, but she lacked the discipline for it. She's an adjutant to a priestess now, and I don't even know if she's still an Enderal.
И я так понимаю, она не отвечала взаимностью на твои чувства.
Well, let's put it this way. I'd be surprised if she even knew I existed. This was before that farmer told everyone about my connection to that village. I was very introverted back then and preferred to spend most of my time alone. So, I was just like I am nowadays. Still, these feelings I had for her, they made me afraid. They were just there all of a sudden, and they seemed so intense and unreasonable. I couldn't control them, and that drove me crazy.
Даже ты чувства между нами?
That's different. Between us, it was somehow slower. More like some sort of trust, some sort of affection, which grew with each passing day, especially through the talks we had.
Не думаю, что это плохо.
No, it isn't. I think if I had felt the same towards you as I did towards Silva, I would have done one thing. Backed off. Meditated. Killed these feelings bit by bit so that they couldn't gain control over me. The fact that it wasn't like that, it's what made all this possible. You know, Sha'Rima, you were there for me. You accepted me despite everything you knew about me. And honestly, until the very end, I thought that there had to be some catch to it. Some logical reason for your affection. I just couldn't imagine you did it because... well, you know. Anyway, to be honest, for once in my life, I don't want to think about my feelings too much. I'm just happy. And that's it.
Итак, каков план с этого момента?
I don't know. Hopefully one that includes the two of us being together. First, we have to put an end to the cycle, find the Numinos, light the beacon, and then... I can't imagine that this Quarak will just set sail and go back to Nerim once we've destroyed his vision of a higher existence for mankind, which essentially means war. But let's be honest, Sha'Rima. We can't win. Not against Nerim.
Может быть, нам стоит забирать? Как только зажжем светоч?
I don't know if I could do that, Sha'Rima. That would be betraying all that I believe in. For now, I'd say that we should focus on getting rid of the High Ones first. Do you want to go upstairs now? The others will be waiting for us.
Да, выдвигаемся.
Good. I'd recommend a little clothing first, though. I don't think the others would like this look as much as I do.
But something isn't right here, my sir. Why hasn't anyone noticed us yet?
They probably just haven't seen us yet. The clouds, that's it.
Or the city's deserted. Looks like it to me.
Nonsense! Now quiet. He needs to concentrate.
Ну, вода стекает в небе.
Friends.
It's good to see people finding common ground, even in these times.
Не подкалывай.
No reason to be ashamed, Keeper. There was a time when I was young too, believe it or not. We came across the first of these floating buildings about 3 hours ago. The Valley of 1,000 Clouds. That's what the Starlings called it. But as you've noticed, it's a little too, well, quiet.
Город не выглядит оживленным, он ведь не должен таким быть.
No, not at all.
But who knows? Maybe it's as the starling says, and we'll be surprised.
Так, это башня посередине, это то, куда мы собираемся?
Correct, yes. The Nexus Tower. By Malphus, it's a pity we don't have the time to explore this place more thoroughly.
Да мы тебя здесь можем
Just
оставить.
imagine how much history is hidden in each one of these stones. It's incredible. Maybe we can come back here one day, once we've stopped the cleansing.
Что такое с Хромаем? Он должен быть разрывается от волнения.
He was at first, yes. But he's grown more distant the closer we've gotten. Let's just hope for the best.
Итак, что теперь?
Well, first of all, let us take a look at it up close. Then we'll see.
Still, no one. That must mean something, right?
He will find them. He will find them, and they will
Hey,
listen.
wait! By the righteous path. That's not good at all. Come on, we have to follow him.
Так, ладно. Но нет. Спасибо, но нет. Так, сколько у меня урона звука? 200. Нормально. Так, ладно. На этом предлагаю закончить данную главу. Мы полетели в летающий город звездиков и будем его изучать уже в следующей серии. А на этом пока все.